This week on Rams 360.
Our job is to figure out how to move forward, and we can play better. We have to be able to play better, and I expect us to play more quality football than what yesterday looked like.
My mind was the Cowboys. Like my first experience running out of tunnel to an NFL game was that game. There's differences there, but as far as my mind, Dallas.
We have a big fan population here in Mexico. And to just be able to meet some of these fans and
all this and more on Rams 360.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Coach McVay Show, presented by Microsoft Surface. I'm JB Long with Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr and the head coach of your Los Angeles Rams, Sean McVay. Appreciate you being here, rain or shine, as the Rams turn their attention to the home opener, Week 3 against San Francisco. Well, you told us last night as we left it in Glendale that you'd have to reimagine a lot of things about the 2024 Los Angeles Rams and where you go from here. In fairness, it's only been 24 hours, but what have you come up with so far?
Yeah, I mean, we digest really the situation. You know, unfortunately, we lose 3 significant starters that are going to be out for an extended period of time, and Jonah Jackson, Cooper Kupp, and John Johnson. And so as soon as I finish up with you guys, you know, our planning for the 49ers will start. I feel bad for these guys, you know, because I think what a lot of people don't realize, you know, it's tough for our team, but it's tough for these individuals. The amount of time and effort and dedication that goes in to being available and for how it can be quickly taken away from you. This game is humbling, but it's also, you know, it's tough when the stark reality of some of those things comes to fruition, you know, for individuals that you love and care about. But our job is to figure out how to move forward, and we can play better. We have to be able to play better, and I expect us to play more quality football than what yesterday looked like. I always look at myself first, and I have to coach better. And we got to have a better week of preparation, a higher sense of urgency, and figure out, all right, what is the best way to maximize the guys that we do have available on offense, on defense. I thought our special teams was a positive, bright spot. We hit all of our kicks. I love the opening kick return from Blake Corum. I thought it was big to be able to pin the punt down inside the one with Charles Woods. But we have to play better offensively and defensively, and there's a lot of and it's not one thing. It's a lot of different things, and we're all in this thing together.
Trying to flush it, like you said, get rid of it. You flush the feeling, but not the learning you can get from the tape, right?
That's exactly right. You know, it's one of those deals that you have to acknowledge it and you have to be able to move forward. We don't want to live in the past, but we do want to make sure that we learn from it. And 3 hours will never define us unless we allow it to. And I don't believe that that's what's going to be the case with our football team. I'm excited about being able to try to do the next right thing when they come back in on Wednesday. I like the way that they handled the corrections, the accountability that needed to be shared from starting with us as coaches onto the players, and how we can play better quality football that's more in alignment with the way that we want to have our style of play come to life. And what does the tape tell you? And yesterday wasn't it. And you give the Cardinals credit for creating that.
One about Blake Corum. We saw him in live action for the first time on offense, albeit against some reserves. What first impression did you see?
Thought he did a great job in the kick return. You know, you felt him. That was a good positive spark for our team. Unfortunately, we weren't able to capitalize on that momentum. And then I thought he did some good things. You know, he showed, you know, some of the twitch and some of the good feel. Obviously slipped on the one that he was trying to cut back on. But I thought there were some overall positives, and we got to get him going a little bit more.
Absolutely. You got 3 running backs that look all the same. Why not? Does it matter who the opponent is this week? I know it's San Francisco week. I like to say that. But it could be anybody. You just want to get back on the field this week.
Yeah, we need to get back on the field. We need to play quality football. This is an amazing, you know, an excellent opponent coming in that we have a ton of respect for. Their recognition and the credit that they receive from a coaching perspective, personnel, schematic, it's all earned, and it's something that we have to focus on, playing better football. We have to figure out what it looks like to get guys in the right spots, and that's what our week will be, you know, focused on for sure.
We've talked about Purdy's elusiveness within and outside the pocket before. I get he's not Kyler, but in terms of a next step and shoring up some of the weaknesses from last week, not a bad next test.
No question. You know, no, he does a great job. I mean, he's got enough athleticism, JB, to be able to make you pay in a variety of ways. He's got great escapability. You know, he's more, I mean, he can certainly make you pay as a scrambler, but he's moving to keep his eyes downfield to remain a passer. But I've seen him make multiple plays with his feet, convert, and, you know, move the sticks. And he's a guy that I know You've seen a bunch of film on him. You got a tremendous amount of respect for the body of work that he has in a short period of time, and his resume kind of speaks for itself.
I love it. In the storm, right? This is
we
where
are.
Yeah.
Got to handle it the right way. This is the separator.
Yeah.
So here we are.
I mean, what are you looking for out of your team, like the next time you hit the field?
I'm looking for all of us to respond, to play up to the standards the way that we're capable of, to play with a mental and a physical toughness, to play smart. I'm looking for us, starting with myself, to do a good job of identifying, all right, what are the things that our guys can do? How do we accentuate their skill sets? And what does it look like to put a quality product out there that our fans can be proud of, but more importantly, that these guys are capable of and what they deserve based on the work that they put in throughout the course of the week? Let's go see what that looks like.
Well, let's get to it. Thank you for
Okay.
stopping by,
Thanks,
Sean.
guys.
For Sean
Appreciate
McVay, for DeMarco Farr, I'm JB Long. This is the Coach McVay Show, presented by Microsoft Surface. What about the saxophone? You got a future in music?
So, it's a backstory about that. So I wanted to learn how to play it because I feel like it's the most beautiful instrument out there. So I bought one, and that was me taking a picture with it the day I bought it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Rams Revealed. I'm your host, JB Long, and here in 2024, Rams Revealed is presented by Sleep Number, the Rams sleep and wellness partner. We know that no one wants to be 0-2 on the young season, but here to help us work through some of that and get our eyes up to Week 3 in the San Francisco 49ers is rookie wide receiver Jordan Whittington. Good to sit down with you, Jordan. Thanks for stopping by.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So give us a sense of the facility right now. What are some of the things your coaches, your captains are saying and doing at the facility in the hopes of getting this thing turned around sooner rather than later?
Yeah, so pretty much just staying on the course that we've been on as far as leadership and everybody holding each other accountable. And we're just all trying to move with the same direction, same steps, and just, do what we need to do to handle business. And I think everything will work itself out.
We'll get into your personal story a little bit, but as you look back on your football career, any parallel examples to this, like a slow start to the season that you were able to build off of?
I've had a couple. The people that know a couple seasons at Texas that didn't go exactly how we planned it, but we were able to, prevail and towards the end of the year make something happen. And then last year, we had a magical year, and that directly translated, I feel like, into the season they're having now, and Texas is now #1.
You didn't wait long. What was that about? 90 seconds into the show, and you already got right into it. So I'm sure the Michigan guys on the team will appreciate you dropping that early.
They're mad at me.
Week 2, your first official NFL catch. Congratulations.
Yeah,
the first one
it.
went for no gain, so we'll focus on the second one. We'll treat that one like your first one.
Appreciate
But
it.
you were telling me before we got started that you actually thought it was the one against the Cowboys during the summer.
Yeah, so I didn't separate preseason, regular season. So my first catch in my mind was the Cowboys one. Like my first experience running out of tunnel for an NFL game was that game. But I will say the vibe was definitely different. Like when we came out Detroit game, Arizona, it was definitely a different vibe. So there's differences there, but as far as my mind, Dallas was the first one.
Speaking of Detroit, we thought you had your first NFL touchdown. We're going to have to wait a little bit longer for that one, but looking forward to that.
Yeah,
You have anything special planned when you do get in the end zone?
I don't. I just let whatever happen. Usually I just act like a maniac and run around everywhere. But I'm going to try to come up with some type of dance or something. I need some more swagger. So.
Interesting that you mentioned a change in your look because the social team got you pretty good last week, didn't they?
did, yeah.
With your old photos.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with the six-pack selfie. What needs to be said?
I have no words for that one. I don't know. I thought I scrubbed all that stuff.
I think you should just be a good sport about it, reprise it, go into the locker room, take an updated one, side by side, straight to Instagram.
That was tough.
What about the saxophone? You got a future in music?
So, it's a backstory about that. So I wanted to learn how to play it because I feel like it's the most beautiful instrument out there. So I bought one, and that was me taking a picture with it the day I bought it. And then I tried to learn for 2 months, and it was too hard. But yeah, I still own it. So I'm gonna pick it back up at some point.
This offseason, picking up a new instrument and having a new haircut.
Exactly. I'll be a whole new
New
man.
Year's resolutions, 2025.
Yeah.
Speaking of Instagram, I saw that you actually spent some time with Bevo
I did.
On the ranch? So here's my thing. I love the NFL. There's very few areas in which college football is better than professional.
Yeah.
But live mascots, I think, is one. Would
is,
you be in favor of the NFL
having a ram?
The Los Angeles Rams, live ram on the sideline at SoFi Stadium?
Yes.
There's some precedent here.
Yes.
Thumbs up?
I would be every pregame.
I just don't want Rampage to be offended.
See, we had Bevo and the Hook'em mascot at the same time.
Okay, so there's room for both.
And they were able to, there was no problems.
All right. Finally, Steve Avila is on the road to recovery. Glad everything went well. He'll stop by here time to time.
Okay.
He's been a guest on Rams Revealed, but behind the scenes, he's a contributor almost every week.
Gotcha.
His contribution this week is that you might have a hidden talent. Are you a singer?
I can sing a little bit. Yep.
What does a little bit mean?
If you take me to a karaoke bar, everyone's going to stand up and clap. If you take me to American Idol, I might not make it past the first round. So I'm right in the middle.
What's your go-to?
I'm an old school, old R&B, old soul music type of guy. Maybe gospel.
Okay.
And Steve is saying that because me and him do a cappella everything back and forth when we're in the hot tub and cold tub. So I'll be in the cold, he'll be in the hot, and we'll just be singing songs and then switch. Yeah. Good
Thanks
times.
for taking us inside the facility. That's pretty good. He's not too big to admit that your Spanish is better than his, too.
Yeah, I could
Is that
speak
true?
a little bit. Poquito.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a tough week for all of us, but we're looking forward to getting this in the right column sooner rather than later. I know you're coming up on a 24th birthday. Is that right?
October 1st, yeah.
October 1. We'll circle that.
Yes, sir.
Happy early birthday to you. It's great to get to know you a little bit better.
I
I
appreciate
know
it.
the Rams audience really appreciates it.
Thank you so much.
For Jordan, I'm JB Long. Thank you, everyone, for being with us for another episode of Rams Revealed each and every week, presented by Sleep Number. Hope to see you Sunday at SoFi Stadium.
Yeah, he practicado un poquito. I've been practicing a little bit with whether it be like with signing things. I was always asking kids their names and whatnot. Some of the things that you know, but
You are watching Rams 360.
wait, that Joker is prancing. Oh my God.
Sube la mano, así, así, así.
Oh! Oh! So how has this trip been to Tijuana and Guadalajara? It's been incredible. I've been able to experience different parts of the culture here. As well as interact with kids, doing some camps, and that was really the highlight of this trip, is being able to see the joy on these kids' faces when we're playing flag football with them. But it's been an awesome experience, and I've loved every bit of it here.
Y recibamos con un fuerte aplauso a nuestro número 91, que representa el futuro también de esta franquicia de los Rams. Kobie Turner, por favor, un fuerte aplauso. Bienvenido.
Thank you. Kobe. 1, 2, 3. super validating and super encouraging to know that we have fans all over the world, that we have a big fan population here in Mexico, and to just be able to meet some of these fans and talk with them. This bracelet is is a gift that one of the fans gave me, and so it was just incredible to be able to spend, even if it is a little bit amount of time with them. It was incredible to be able to spend that time and get to learn a little bit about some of their stories.
Antonio, mi hermano se llama Antonio también.
Congratulations for the seasons.
Thank you.
Success.
Yes, sir. Mucho gusto. Yeah, he practicado un poquito. I've been practicing a little bit with, whether it be like with signing things. I was always asking kids their names and whatnot. Some of the things that but then you have to kind of go back and like actually put it into practice. So it was good, and then you find some of those spots where it's like, okay, I don't know the exact word to get out what I mean here, but it's a good experience to be kind of engulfed in it. I'd like to say thank you. Truly being able to take this trip, I really felt, just how much you guys support us up in LA, and it really means a lot that you've welcomed me into your city. It means a lot that you've given me the opportunity to interact with you guys, to interact with some of your kids, and that we know that we have fans all over the world, and I'm just grateful for every single part of it. So thank you so much to all of the fans that we have here in Mexico.
My experience in these first 2 days has honestly been so life-changing, just being able to be with my teammates and experience this a new country is so rewarding.
Let's go to Stanley Market.
Go Rams!
My experience in these first 2 days has honestly been so life-changing, just being able to be with my teammates and experience this a new country is so rewarding, and it's so positively enlightening because there's so much culture that we didn't know about, and it's so amazing to learn about it.
Don't make bad choice!
I really couldn't think of a better way to just end kind of the football season, getting to do what we love in another country.
It's even more special because I had never been out of the country before making this team, and the fact that I'm in Hong Kong for the Lunar New Year parade is just so unbelievable and beyond my wildest dreams coming true.
I love the culture out here, the food, the lifestyle, how everything is so green in Hong Kong and there's always something to do.
So the day of the performance was honestly a feeling like no other. It was such a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and it was so magical. There was so much love and support from the crowd.
of the most important things that we think you can provide in regards to leadership is really about bringing energy. People that really influence and inspire positive change, they usually bring the authentic energy that you want.
Stay tuned for more Rams 360.
Everybody throws this word culture out there, and I think it's more about how you live. And what our culture is really about is how we act, interact, and respond. And our players do a great job of modeling the way. One of the most important things that we think you can provide in regards to leadership is really about bringing energy. When you think about people that really influence and inspire positive change, they usually bring the authentic energy that you want. You always feel better when you're around those types of people.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next week for more Rams 360.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on our videos.